Alright guys, so today we are showing off the new LR cell. I was going to show them off on the Android team, but there was a problem there. I spent like a long time looking for a Dragon Ball Super 17 friend. Couldn't find one, so we're just going to show them off on the LR Baby Artificial Lifeform team. This team is only 130% buff, so do keep that in mind. So at the end of the video, I think we're going to break them down. So right now we're just going to show them off. That way you don't need to skip forward in the video if you don't need to see the breakdown. And if you do, you know, just see what he does and then see, like, why he does, you know? That made sense. So we did get him in the 7th slot, because of course we did. Oh god, this rotation. The only thing that is bad for Baby here is that for some reason the Goku and Vegeta don't count as pure Saiyans. I mean, they act like they still care about balance in this game when they made LR Killing Caulifla and LR Gohan and Goten, you know? But either way, this rotation is over. It doesn't matter that they don't have, like, oh yay, 0 attack stat, my favorite. Is this only happening to me, the 0 attack stat nonsense? Well, he did 2.1 million damage, which is a lot for a 0 attack stat. Okay, whatever, transforming. And everyone on this rotation was the people that I was planning on having on rotation with the LR cell. So I guess I'm just going to start floating them over there. Starting with the most important, which is the 40% support second form cell. Or semi-perfect cell, whatever you want to say. So we got this whole rotation and it is just support units. And this was not the goal. Another 0 attack stat. Yay. I love it. I love it that it does this. Like, is everyone's attack stat just going to be 0? Because that, like, takes all the fun out of the game. Cell's attack is much higher than 141,000. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, his attack stat was 840,000, but whatever. 550,000. I don't actually have this second form cell on my main account, so I don't know. He was at 7. Why is their attack stat just off? Okay, so here we can get an 18 key, and hopefully it won't finish him up, so that way we can actually see what his attack stat is. Because I know whatever we see when he actually attacks will not be his attack stat. So, it says his attack stat is 0. Fantastic. He also has a pretty good super attack animation. I really like this. Like, they need to don't with the attack stat nonsense. Okay, well, he crit for 1.1 million, but we really have no idea what his attack stat was. But critting for 1.1 million is pretty good. We're gonna float out AHMS, is what I think we're gonna do, because AHMS does give slightly more attack, and I'm pretty sure any Link's GT cell would activate would already be active with the second form cell. I do think we probably are done here, because Super Baby 2 has double supports on this rotation, so kind of rip, probably. Why are all of the attack stats off? Like, none of them are even close. Like, what did it say he had? Because 1.7, Baby is, like, probably higher than 1.7? And 1.3 million? I don't... Well, now I'll never know, because it just shows the attack stat for his additional. Alright, AHMS. This just sucks. Okay, well, AHMS isn't taking anything here, because we did just lower his attack a whole bunch. Alright, so now we do have Cell with Cell. I do need to kind of put him in the first slot, just to make sure that he gets an attack off. And here we can look at his 12 key super. On his 12 key, he does heal us by 15%, which is a lot, by the way. But I almost started breaking him down there. So he is way higher than 500,000, by the way, if you're curious. Now, we'll never know what his attack stat was, but it was a lot higher than 500,000. Now one thing about him is his HP is, like, super duper high, and his attack, like, really isn't too crazy. But do remember, like, whatever he is doing, he's doing under a 130% lead, when, again, if I was on the Android team like I wanted to be, he would be under a 170% lead, which isn't, like, an extra 80% attack, considering both leads. Cape Baby with a 24 key super, up to 0 attack. and then he did a million. Great. So he was actually at 2.5 there. Okay. I don't get how they did this. How they made it to where, like, oh, some of your attack stats are 0 and some of them are 47 billion. How do you even manage to do that? Okay, this baby is much higher than 400,000. Nice try, though. He was at, well, I'll never know because he got an additional normals are the worst thing that can happen when the attack stat is off, because then it just shows you the attack stat of the additional normal and not the attack stat of their normal attack. Okay. So, Cell was actually only at 300,000 there. That's kind of surprising. Alright, here we do have double support, and Cell has gotten some of his passive, like, to where he has the extra key. Although, you know, we're going to use some items here. By some items, I mean I'm just going to use a Ghost Usher, because I do want to put LR Cell in the middle, but I also don't want to get the 40% support Cell, like, murdered. So this should be pretty close to an 18 key. Yeah, this will be a 24 key. Alright, so we're definitely not going to see his actual attack stat here. So 690 from this Cell, I don't know if that's correct or not. It probably isn't, and he crit. Okay, we also have Big Bad Bosses active here. This would be an insane number if we could see it. Alright, he crit too. Dang it. So we have no idea what his attack stat was there. This is an awful showcase. Okay, let's move. I wish I could, like, re-record this, but what would I do if I re-recorded it? Because the attack stats would be, dumb there, too, so, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the UI Goku event, I guess. I don't know, it's so hard to showcase okay, well, hello. Goodbye, Goku. You got Baby with a little bit of his, like, extra passive active, and this is GG. Nice try. And again, I'm not able to see his attack stat here, so I have no idea what he's actually at. It's way above 1.7. It's way closer to 3 million than it is 1.7, I can guarantee that. Okay, he did 1.7 million damage. Okay, now we're going blue. Now, if Cell could just not finish this or not get an additional normal or something, because I really want to see his attack stat. We can do that and then see if the greens fall. They don't. Either way, this is an 18 key though, so we should be fine. And then there's that. Please, just don't finish him in one shot. I want to see your attack stat. Alright. So here he is, with a 0 attack stat. It says... Alright, don't crit or get an additional normal. Okay, you crit, but you didn't kill. He was at 1.5 million there. So, on a 130% team, like, sure, he did have double support on rotation, but on a double 130% team, that actually is not bad. Now, here's, in, like, my normal videos, this is where I would cut to see him on a better rotation. I can't do that, because I can't, like, I legitimately spent, like, 45 minutes looking for an MVP 17 friend, and I did not find one. So... we're going to get a few more rotations with him, and then we're just going to have to call it, knowing, like, 1.5 is about where he is on a 130% team. On a 170% team, you definitely get him up to, like, 2.3, around there. 2.9 for Super Baby 2. Okay, calm down. God. I didn't know we could get that high. Alright, well, there he went. So here's Spirit Bomb Goku. Alright, this will be the last rotation we look at Cell, and then we'll go just check his passive and stuff out. Alright, there should be, alright, that is a 24 key, nice. Don't give me a Dokkan mode here. Okay, thanks. Okay, so, we did have the 40% support Cell on rotation, but we don't have a second support unit, so let's see what he's at. 0 attack stat, fan-freaking-tastic. Even if he crits, hopefully we don't finish. Okay, 1 million actual damage, and it didn't show me his attack stat. Okay, fantastic. So, I think we are probably... Yeah, he just finished it up. We are going to go and check out Cell's passive and stuff, so we'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back. This is LR First Form Cell. His leader skill is Artificial Life Form category, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense 100%. That is the best leader skill we've had from a Prime Battle LR. Previously, the Trunks was 70% for Future category, and Vegeta was 70% to Pure Saiyans. Here we have 100%, which is pretty good. It's only slightly worse than LR Baby's leader skill, which, you know, says a lot. On his super attacks, 12 Ki does colossal damage, enemy, and recovers 15% HP. Now, 15% HP is, like, not a small amount, okay? That is a decent amount of HP. And then his 18 Ki causes mega colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense. Lowering attack and defense is important. We'll get back to that in a second. His passive. He gets attack and defense plus 20,000 at the start of turn, and Ki plus 1 with each attack performed. That is very good because most of the time Prime Battle LRs don't have great Ki links. This guy's actually the exception. He is the only Prime Battle LR that has, like, you know, a good amount of Ki links. But it's still good to be self-sufficient. And then when Ki is 18 or more, he gets an additional 20,000 attack and performs a critical hit if the target enemy is in the attack down status. So a lot of people are like, oh, he can do that himself and then get an additional and get a crit. So no, is what I'm saying. For 18 keys is when he can get the crit, and 18 Ki is when he lowers attack. But with an additional attack, you get a 12 Ki, so it wouldn't be a crit, you know? So you'd need someone else to lower his attack, or you'd need, like, to be on the same phase when you came back, like, 2 turns later for him to give himself the crit. And his links, Flee, kinda useless, actually super useless. 1 Ki when HP is 30% or below is an awful link. Messenger from the Future, 500 attack, that's a bad link. Big Bad Bosses, very, very good. Attack of the Clones, it's whatever. If you're using him next to a cell, that's some Ki. He has Shocking Speed. That is the thing, because, like, no Prime Battle LRs before this had Shocking Speed, prepared for battle, over in a flash. He is the first one to have one of the 3 main Ki links in the game, so that's very good. He also has Shattering the Limit, which is pretty good Ki link. And he has Legendary Power, obviously. Now, his categories were Androids, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Form. I couldn't find any leaders other than the Artificial Life Form lead. I'm sorry, I wish I could show him off on, like, Androids or Transformation Boost. You know what? We might be back in a minute. I might try and find a Super Boo friend. No, I know I can't. Alright, we are going to call this video. I'm sorry for all the confusion. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blahuru, and I'll see you guys next time.